Everyone, welcome back to the next episode of our second quarter. We're going to be talking about our quarterback controversies, who's going where. So do you want to kick things off? First team?
First off, I have the Texans. I actually have them starting Davis Mills next year.
I also have Davis Mills as well. Davis Mills really proved that he could be a franchise guy, possibly, just based off his rookie season where he was drafted, the team that he went to and was able to put up numbers like that and win a few games. Yeah, absolutely. I definitely have Davis Mills as the Texans starter.
Yeah. Obviously, the next question is, what about Deshaun Watson? Where's he going to be? Well, either prison or the Giants. I have him playing for the Giants. Or
really, who wins the sweepstakes for Brian Flores is going to get Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, maybe Brian Flores will go to prison too. You never know.
I also have Deshaun Watson going to the Giants as well.
Yeah, and then for the Packers, there's definitely a lot of controversy there around Aaron Rodgers. I got Jordan Love starting. I know I'm almost positive Aaron Rodgers is leaving.
He has to be gone. Whether he's going to go host Jeopardy or whether he's going to be on another team.
Well, they gave the Jeopardy job to Ken Jennings, so.
Well, if Aaron Rodgers wanted it, I'm sure they would give it to Aaron Rodgers.
I don't know. Ken Jennings is like the best Jeopardy player of all time. He has like the longest win streak of all time. It's like 80 days.
That's because Aaron Rodgers is an NFL football player.
Oh, dear Lord. Then obviously, I got Aaron Rodgers going to the Broncos.
I have Aaron Rodgers on the Colts.
Oh, like a Phillip Rivers type year.
I think so. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to go to the Colts. I think they're going to make a trade for him, especially because Carson Wentz played kind of average this year. I really think they're going to push to get a quarterback because a quarterback is the only thing that they really lack. Same thing with the Steelers. It's really the only thing they lack. I think that they're going to make a push for him.
Well, speaking of the Steelers, I got Matt Corral falling to him at pick 18.
I have Kenny Pickett going there at pick 18.
Well, we both got rookies. I do feel like Dwayne Haskins could end up getting the starting job. If
Dwayne Haskins thinks he's got the starting job. If you look at his Instagram, he said prep for another year.
Yeah, Dwayne Haskins thinks a lot of things. He thinks he's a good quarterback too.
I think Dwayne Haskins could do good in the Steelers system, especially with Mike Tomlin and finally having some weapons. And
I think if he had a decent football IQ, he'd be a great quarterback. He's got a hell of an arm, but he does not make correct reads.
He's a Walmart Matthew Stafford.
Costco. You can buy them in bulk. So who you want to do next? What team you feeling?
Have we done the football team?
No, we have not.
We'll go ahead and cross off the football team. I have Malik Willis going there in the draft.
I got Kenny Pickett there. So I feel like Malik Willis is going to be the first quarterback off the board, but I just don't know where he's going to go, so I haven't decided on him yet.
So moving on to my next team, the Buccaneers. Really is just going to depend on Tom. It's either Tom Brady or Kyle Trask, depending on what Tom Brady decides to do.
I can kind of get that. I have Tom Brady staying, but I don't think they're going to give Kyle Trask that starting job if he retires. They're going to find someone else.
I mean, he's a rookie. Why not give him an opportunity? If he's good enough to serve as the greatest player of all time's backup, I would say he's good enough to start. Kind of like Jimmy Garoppolo.
I could serve as the greatest player of all time's backup. He doesn't get hurt. Like, I wouldn't have to touch the field. He doesn't get hurt.
Good point.
They don't need another quarterback on that roster.
Whether you want to throw the Lions into the quarterback controversy or not, I think Jared Goff is going to be their guy moving forward for at least a little while longer. Yeah. I think they have too high of a pick to take anybody in the draft, and then in the later picks, nobody's going to be good enough to outplay Jared Goff.
Yeah, unless you want to take a shot at Desmond Ridder in like the third round if he's still there. But even then, I don't think he's better than Goff.
No. The 49ers, I think they're going to rock with Trey Lance. I think Jimmy G's getting out of there. You traded up for this guy for the number 3 pick. Whether Jimmy Garoppolo wins you a Super Bowl or not, I think you have to move off of him just because you invested so much into Trey Lance.
See, that's where I'm at with it. I have him starting Trey Lance, but if the Niners win the Super Bowl, I think Jimmy G gets another year.
I think they do give him another year, but I don't think they should. I think you invested a lot into this guy, trading up for the number 3 pick to take him, and then you're just going to sit him for 2 years.
I mean, yeah, I definitely get what you're saying, but the dude just won you a Super Bowl. Why would you just get rid of him like that? Unless he retires, which he's not going to do. He's only 30.
Point. So moving on to my next team with the Seattle Seahawks, I'm going to say Marcus Mariota. I'm going to take a shot in the dark. I'm going to say Marcus Mariota is going to end up going there. Went to college at Oregon. I think Russell Wilson's out. They're probably going to move off Pete Carroll here. I think they're going to bring in Marcus Mariota just to serve as a rebuilding quarterback. I think that's where he's going.
See, there's rumors that they're either going to get rid of Pete Carroll or Russell Wilson, and I think they're getting rid of Pete Carroll. I think Russell Wilson stays in Seattle one more year, personally. Because you can't really just trade him wherever for whatever you want, because I'm pretty sure he has a no-trade clause. So unless you send him to a team he wants to go to, he's not leaving.
And then moving on for the Titans, they're going to rock with Ryan Tannehill. You can kind of throw them in the conversation. I still think they're going to rock with Tannehill no matter what. If they did make a trade, it would probably be a push for Russell Wilson or someone who's going to get you there now and win you a Super Bowl now, because the Titans are in a win now mode, kind of state in their franchise. But I think they're gonna use Tannehill for another year, and if he plays like he did this year, then they'll move on.
I feel like what you got to do is, I don't have Titans written down because I knew they were going to start Tannehill next year. But this is what you got to do. You have to just get him playing amazing for like the first 5 or 6 weeks before, because he's always going to do that. Like, he's kind of like Russell Wilson in that aspect. He's going to fall off at some point. So you get his trade value up, and then you trade him for another quarterback in like week 5 or week 6. I understand team chemistry is going to have to change a lot mid-season, but with a better quarterback that you can get for peak Ryan Tannehill, I mean, probably get like maybe Jalen Hurts. It's definitely better than Ryan Tannehill.
Moving on to the Panthers, I got them taking Matt Corral with the number 6 overall pick here. I think Matt Corral is actually the top quarterback in this draft class. I think they're gonna gamble on him and take a shot on him.
I definitely think Matt Corral is the top quarterback in the draft, but I don't think he goes that high. I don't see any quarterback going in the top 10 if you want the truth. I got the Panthers rocking with Sam Darnold another year.
Really?
Yeah. I think injuries kind of derailed his season. He was playing pretty well the first 3 games, and some stuff happened with McCaffrey getting hurt, and then he got hurt, and then they brought in Cam Newton, and Cam Newton's just a nutcase.
Well, PJ Walker is somewhere. Tyler Huntley is also another guy to keep an eye on, as he could end up somewhere starting. I don't have him on my list anywhere, but it's a possibility. Moving on to the next one, probably the biggest controversial team right now with the quarterback situation is the Broncos. I'm going to say that they trade for Russell Wilson.
Yeah, I said it before when I was talking about the Packers. I do have Aaron Rodgers going to the Broncos. They just hired the Packers OC as their new head coach. I've heard rumors that Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams both have expressed interest in going to Denver, so it just seems like a very good possibility to me. And I also have the Browns down. I got them rocking with Baker for another year, but it's gonna be like on like a prove yourself type of thing. Like, you either do good this year or you're done.
I agree. I think what really hurt Baker Mayfield was trying to play injured. Whether that's the training staff's fault or Baker's fault. Obviously, Baker probably was telling him, "Yeah, I'm good to play. You know, I can play." He probably just shouldn't have. I mean, your season was really kind of canned anyway with all the COVID leaves and all the injuries and stuff like that. I would have just rested him, and Baker Mayfield probably wouldn't be on a hot seat right now if that was the case.
Yeah, I definitely do think that playing injured is the only reason he's getting another shot. Is if he sat out, he would have undoubtedly got another shot. But since he played injured, he's going to get another shot. If he just played that bad in general, I honestly think they would have traded him. Like, healthy Baker Mayfield, if he played like he did this year, he'd be going. Because the Browns, they're not a winning organization, but they think they are. Like, they're going to be a good team in years to come. Don't get me wrong on that. They're going to be good in the future, just not right now. They just need a quarterback, and unless Baker can prove himself as like a great quarterback, like a top 10 quarterback, they need another one.
He should be. He should be a top 10 quarterback. Being taken number 1 overall a few years ago, he absolutely should be a top 10 quarterback, which he's not.
You can't just expect every number 1 pick to be a great player. I mean, obviously you got exceptions like Joe Burrow and Peyton Manning, but look at your Jamarcus Russells of the world, and I know Ryan Leaf went number 2, but it's still essentially the same thing.
Yeah. Who else do you have on your list, if anybody?
I have the Eagles on here. I just wrote them down. I think they're going to start Hurts, but there could be controversy to be seen there.
Gardner Minshew, especially.
Yeah, because Gardner Minshew is not a bad quarterback. So
no, Gardner Minshew could start on a number of teams. There's a lot of 2s in the league that could start on a number of teams.
Yeah. There's not really a lot of controversy there. I do also have the Colts that he mentioned earlier, getting Aaron Rodgers. I got him rocking with Carson Wentz another year. But in other news, Big Ben retired today. He officially announced his retirement.
Let me ask you a question. Who had the better career, Eli Manning or Big Ben?
It's Big Ben. It's not close.
There was a topic on that, a discussion on ESPN about it to see who had the better career. And I agree with you. I believe it's Big Ben.
It's not close. Eli Manning was average at best. He is like the most mediocre quarterback I've ever seen.
Is he a Hall of Famer?
He's going to get inducted because he won 2 Super Bowls. But if you base it off stats, hell no. He won 2 Super Bowls, and that's why he's getting in. That is the only reason he's getting in. If you take those 2 Super Bowls away, you don't know. A lot of people don't know who he is other than Peyton Manning's brother.
That's a good point.
So
I think that's going to wrap our quarterback controversies. tune into our next episode.
I'm going to do the way too early Heisman candidates. So we'll see you then.
All right.